Hey, Alex Hormozi told the biggest lie, and in this video he was talking about Key Man Dependency. So in this video I'm going to break down why Key Man Dependency is something that a lot of people that are preparing their business are focusing on, a lot of times because of people like Alex Hormozi telling them it's important. But I'm going to break down why it may not be as important of an issue as it pertains to the sale of a business as they're making it out to be. So stay tuned. Key Man Dependency. So when we talk about Key Man Dependency, first, what is the concept? The concept is your business stuck on one bottleneck, one person, one process, right? So like if I have John Smith, and John Smith has an accounting process where we pay independent contractors or salespeople, and he's doing it by a process that only he knows how to do. And boom, John Smith goes away. He quits, he dies, he decides to run off with Elvis and pretend like he faked his own death, whatever. He's gone. And my whole system breaks and we have to try to figure out what in the world was John doing all this time. We have to fix that business. That is a bottleneck for the business. That is an issue for the business, right? And everything's flowing fine as long as John is here. That is Key Man Dependency. There could be other examples. You could have your CEO. Typically, Key Man Dependency is with the founder. There's something where the business will not flow the same if the founder is not part of it. Maybe he's the recruiting draw in some way, and without him, we can't continue to recruit the right employees, the right contractors, the right customers, whatever it is. So that is all Key Man Dependency is. And so Alex's proposition in many videos, as well as certain other influencers in the business acquisition space like Adam Coffey or Patrick Bet-David or some of these guys, talk about Key Man Dependency as if it is a big issue for the sale of your business. And it should be. If I was buying a business and I looked at it and said, without John Smith, this business would implode, and there was no process to back up John Smith's absence, I would view that as a concern. However, when we look at business acquisition, it's not always through the lens of another CEO or another founder. It's often through the lens of a board of employees that are mergers and acquisitions professionals, and they work at a platform company that's specifically in certain types of industries like HVAC, electricians, plumbers, landscaping companies, insurance companies, and property and casualty or distribution on the Medicare health and life side, something like that. They have a platform company and they're buying these organizations. And they get to a point where they have capital partners and they have such an aggressive goal of how much EBITDA or earnings they have to buy that sometimes they lose sight of the little barriers, or they just kind of roll the dice that that's not going to be an issue. Now, some of the ways that they can circumvent the risk of Key Man Dependency is by having earnout provisions or allowing, making the founder have retained equity to keep things going as smoothly as possible. Because, like I said earlier, most of the time that bottleneck or that Key Man Dependency is the founder, but it can be other people and other processes. So why are these people not paying attention to something like Alex is talking about as much as he lets on? And I'm not saying that some aren't, but why are most of them not? Well, it's because EBITDA flipping or flipping businesses is kind of like selling used cars. If I go and open a used car dealership, I need a car that runs great today. Now, I'm not going to intentionally go and buy a car that's going to break down 30 days from now or 60 days from now or 100 days from now. I hope it's a great car, right? But I need for it to be a good car today, because the guy that's going to buy the car from me needs to make sure it runs today. If it stops in 6 months, it's not really my problem. And when you're looking at businesses, the timeline may be a little bit different. I might need that business to look good for a year, 2 years, 3 years, but I don't necessarily need it to look good 10 years from now. So I'm rolling the dice a little bit. Is this business going to be good enough for me to go out and sell it to another private equity investment group, another platform company, another venture capital group, wherever I'm offloading this to people with money? They're looking at EBITDA and growth rate. Everything else is a distant second or third to those issues. And so is Alex lying? Obviously saying he's lying. I don't think he's necessarily lying. could be, but I think it's really that he's trying to help you build a business that could be offloaded to anyone, because there certainly are PE firms that are more concerned with tech enablement, key man dependency, concepts like that. And it's probably a good position for you to negotiate a little bit of a higher multiple, as well as if you never wanted to sell your company, the less key man dependency you have, the better. Like he says, though, you got to be careful because you can get to a point of over-redundancy, where you have too many people doing the same task. Like I need to be careful not to be key man dependent, but I also don't need to be overly redundant to the point of spending too much money on one task. So hope that helps you guys look at key man dependency and the effects that it might have on your ability to sell your business or grow your business. And I hope that Alex doesn't take this the wrong way, because watch all of his content. And certainly if you follow his tips, you would be better off than if you didn't. So thank you for watching.